Pearl Harbor. The very name evokes images of fiery chaos, a sudden and brutal attack that caught everyone off guard, and resonates with the weight of history, a somber reminder of a day that changed everything. On a seemingly ordinary Sunday morning, the course of the 20th century shifted dramatically, altering the lives of countless individuals. This wasn't just an attack on American soil, it was an assault on peace itself, a direct challenge to the ideals of freedom and democracy. The events of December 7th, 1941, would forever etch this date into the annals of history, marking it as a pivotal moment. It's a story of surprise, resilience, and ultimately the indomitable spirit of a nation tested yet unbroken, rising to meet the challenge. The significance of Pearl Harbor extends far beyond the immediate casualties and destruction, touching the very soul of a nation. It serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the devastating consequences of unchecked aggression, a lesson for all generations. This day, forever etched in our collective memory, continues to shape our understanding of global conflict and the importance of vigilance in a world often teetering on the brink, reminding us to never forget. The seeds of conflict, however, were sown long before that fateful December morning. Tensions between Japan and the United States had been simmering for years, fueled by Japan's imperial ambitions in Asia and the Pacific. Japan, a burgeoning industrial power, sought to expand its sphere of influence, often clashing with American interests in the region. The situation grew increasingly dire as diplomatic efforts faltered. The United States, wary of Japan's growing military might and its alliance with Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy, imposed economic sanctions, hoping to curb Japan's aggression. These sanctions, however, had the opposite effect, pushing Japan's leaders toward a desperate gamble, a surprise attack on the US Pacific Fleet at Pearl Harbor, hoping to cripple American naval power and pave the way for their own dominance in the Pacific. The morning of December 7th, 1941, dawned like any other in Hawaii. The sun glinted off the tranquil waters of Pearl Harbor, where the mighty battleships of the Pacific Fleet lay at anchor. Sailors enjoyed a leisurely breakfast, unaware of the impending doom approaching from the skies. At 7:55 a.m. local time, the first wave of Japanese aircraft, launched from 6 aircraft carriers hundreds of miles away, descended upon the unsuspecting base. The surprise was complete. The attack commenced with a deafening roar as Japanese planes, bearing the unmistakable red sun insignia, filled the sky. It was a scene of utter chaos as bombs rained down and torpedoes ripped through the harbor's calm waters. The initial attack focused on the heart of the Pacific Fleet battleship row. Torpedoes slammed into the hulls of mighty warships, sending plumes of water and fire skyward. Black smoke billowed into the air as bombs found their marks, igniting fuel and ammunition stores. The air crackled with the din of explosions, the staccato bursts of anti-aircraft fire, and the screams of men caught in the inferno. Amidst the chaos, acts of incredible bravery unfolded. Sailors, many still in their pajamas, rushed to their battle stations, determined to fight back against overwhelming odds. They manned anti-aircraft guns, desperately trying to bring down the enemy planes. Others fought tirelessly to control the raging fires and tend to the wounded. Through the smoke and fire, stories of heroism emerged. One such hero was Doris "Dory" Miller, a mess attendant on the USS West Virginia. Miller, an African-American sailor in a segregated navy, manned a .50 caliber machine gun, an unfamiliar weapon for someone in his position. With little regard for his own safety, he unleashed a barrage of fire on the attacking planes, downing at least one enemy aircraft before being ordered to abandon ship. Miller's story, and countless others like it, exemplified the courage and resilience displayed by American sailors and soldiers that day. Amidst the carnage and destruction, the human spirit shone through. Even in the face of unimaginable horror, there was humor, a testament to the resilience of those who endured the attack. One sailor, covered in soot and grime, reportedly quipped, "Well, there goes my Sunday morning golf game." This light-hearted remark, amidst the chaos, highlighted the indomitable spirit of the men who faced such dire circumstances. Their bravery and quick thinking saved countless lives, and their stories continue to inspire us today. These acts of heroism remind us of the strength and resilience of the human spirit even in the darkest of times. A nation awakens from tragedy to triumph. The attack on Pearl Harbor lasted just under 2 hours. In its wake, the harbor was a scene of utter devastation. 4 battleships lay on the harbor floor, including the USS Arizona, a fiery tomb for over 1,100 men. In total, 2,403 Americans lost their lives and nearly 1,200 were wounded. The attack on Pearl Harbor shocked the American people and galvanized the nation. President Franklin D. Roosevelt, in a somber address to Congress, declared December 7th a date which will live in infamy. The United States, once hesitant to enter the global conflict, was now fully committed to war. The following day, December 8, 1941, Congress declared war on Japan, officially bringing the United States into World War II. The road ahead would be long and arduous, but the attack on Pearl Harbor had awakened a sleeping giant. Across the nation, factories roared to life, producing tanks, planes and ships at an unprecedented rate. Millions of Americans answered the call to service, joining the military and dedicating themselves to the war effort. The attack on Pearl Harbor had a profound impact on the lives of Japanese Americans living in the United States. Fueled by fear and suspicion, the US government enacted Executive Order 9066, which led to the forced relocation and internment of over 120,000 Japanese Americans, many of whom were American citizens. This dark chapter in American history serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of prejudice and the importance of protecting civil liberties, even in times of war. Today, Pearl Harbor stands as a poignant reminder of the human cost of war and the importance of diplomacy and understanding in a world often fraught with conflict. The USS Arizona Memorial, a somber and moving tribute, marks the final resting place of the ship and the sailors entombed within. Visitors from around the world come to pay their respects, reflecting on the events of that fateful day and honoring the sacrifices of those who lost their lives. The memorial serves as a place of remembrance, education and reconciliation, ensuring that the lessons of Pearl Harbor are never forgotten. The attack on Pearl Harbor holds enduring lessons for us all. It highlights the importance of vigilance and preparedness, the need for strong alliances in a dangerous world, and the devastating consequences of unchecked aggression. It also underscores the importance of remembering and learning from history. By studying the past, we gain a deeper understanding of the present and are better equipped to navigate the challenges of the future. The events of December 7th, 1941, serve as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the importance of working towards a world where such tragedies are never repeated. As we reflect on the 83rd anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, let us take a moment to remember the victims, honor the heroes and acknowledge the profound impact this event had on the world. We must reaffirm our commitment to peace and understanding. May the lessons learned from this tragedy guide us towards a brighter future, one where diplomacy triumphs over conflict, and where dialogue and cooperation become our primary tools. The legacy of Pearl Harbor is not just one of loss and devastation, but also one of resilience, courage, and the unyielding determination to overcome adversity. It embodies the enduring spirit of the American people. From the ashes of tragedy, a nation rose to meet the challenges of its time, showing unity and strength, ultimately emerging victorious from the fires of World War II. Today, as we face new challenges in an increasingly complex world, we must remember the past Let us draw inspiration from the sacrifices made at Pearl Harbor and the bravery shown by countless individuals, and strive to build a more peaceful and just world for all, ensuring that such tragedies never happen again.